Joining us now, Chief Strategist and Communications Director at the Republican National Committee, Sean Spicer. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
I wonder if we can start with Governor Huckabee. You have Jeb Bush, the former Florida governor, saying that we shouldn't be, issuing comments like that divide people right now. Do you agree with what Governor Huckabee said?
I don't frankly think it's my job or the job of the RNC to decide what we agree with or we don't. I think each candidate has to decide how they're going to articulate the policies and positions they have. In this case, I think all of our candidates agree that the Iran deal, right as it sits, is not a good deal. How Governor Huckabee chooses to express that is up to him.
But is it appropriate to invoke the Holocaust in this context?
Look, again, I'm not here as a Huckabee spokesman. I'm not here to call balls and strikes on how our candidates describe particular positions. I will say that the phrase and the use of the Holocaust was invoked by the Ayatollah in Iran.
Right.
That's a fact, and I think so. Whether or not Governor Huckabee is appropriate or not is, he's
right.
standing by those comments, and that's a question for him.
I was surprised the president got a question when he's traveling in Africa right now and went after the Republican candidates and talked about how disappointed he was, to paraphrase, that this came out.
Yeah, I think that the president has a lot on his plate, and he should focus on that. I think there's a lot of disappointment in the Democratic Party that he could also focus his time on.
Well, we read your column in the Wall Street Journal yesterday about what's going on behind the scenes and setting up the series of debates for the GOP. You went from 23 to 20 to 9. Why?
Well, I think at the end of the day, most of the candidates, when we look back on 2012 and did a lot of soul searching as to what went right, what went wrong, when it came to the debates, a lot of the candidates in the operatives said that their campaigns had spent too much time crisscrossing the country getting ready for media debates, not spending enough time focusing on communicating directly with voters. And so we decided to create some predictability in a schedule that allows for more states to be part of this, more people to be part of the debate process, and yet ensure a robust number of debates for people to hear from their candidates.
Sean, we're just 9 days away from the first debate on Fox in Cleveland. Yesterday, your boss came out, Reince Priebus, the chairman, and said that Donald Trump and the rest of the Republican field should pledge right now they will not launch a third-party bid. I'm intrigued that a couple weeks ago you and the chairman said that Chairman Priebus called Donald Trump and told him to tone down the rhetoric in general. Donald Trump said that never happened on the phone call, that Reince Priebus encouraged him to keep going. What really happened on that call?
Well, first, I'm very excited about Cleveland. It's going to be a great debate in Cleveland. I think Fox has done a phenomenal job of ensuring that not just the top 10 candidates, but the top 16 have their voices heard. And I think Fox and CNN, for the first two debates, should really be commended for going that extra step. Second, with respect to the conversation the chairman has with Mr. Trump and any of the other candidates, those conversations are and remain private.
Well, you put out a statement, though, saying that you wanted the rhetoric to be toned down. Did that not happen?
No, we never issued a statement. I think there were some rumors and leaks. The chairman had talked. We both confirmed that on both ends. What they discussed is something that remains between the two of them.
Oh, yeah.
As it does, frankly, Ed, with... Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, we frankly have we have 16, top candidates running right now. We speak quite often with all those candidates and their staffs, and I think what we want to do is make sure that they know that the RNC is a place that is neutral in this, that treats all candidates fairly, and that we are keeping our eye on the prize, which is making sure that we take back that White House next year.
Thanks. We'll leave it there. Sean Spicer at the RNC, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.